People have been seeking the key to eternal youth since ancient times, and evidence shows that in the old days they had an abundance of emotional and social knowledge that contributed to their physical health, mental stability, and happiness in general. These, in the modern day, are replaced by socioeconomic status, financial situation, and physical environment. This stifles healthy personal and individual growth and leads to so many issues and decreased satisfaction in life. Neglected ancient wisdoms of life could actually answer most of our burning questions in this day and age. Growing older and related issues are among them. Modern science is now beginning to understand why our bodies grow older and more frail as time goes by. There is a lot of optimism and pessimism around this issue, a lot of confusion on whether science will discover the elixir of eternal youth, or great fear that aging is ultimately inevitable and irreversible. And while the medical science sector is struggling to answer this question, the beauty industry is cashing in big bucks by convincing its consumers that aging is indeed reversible, and they seem to be doing a better job than actual scientific research centers that are working to alter human DNA for longer lifetime. And even though the science labs were able to increase the lifespans of rodents up to 80% at times, results on humans is yet to be witnessed. So whether you're looking to lead a healthy and active life and age gracefully, or you're looking to experiment on possible techniques to stop your biological time, keep watching, as we'll dive deep into some of the groundbreaking research and results that have shown amazing outcomes, from reducing effects of old age on the body, to keeping youthful appearance for a longer time, to simple ways you can practice every day to preserve your health and beauty for a longer time than past generations of humans did. Now, some of the things on our list might seem weird and too good to be true, but don't forget that they're either coming straight from the centenarians themselves or science experiments that were done on thousands of volunteers through decades of real-time data. And stay tuned to the end of the video to see the 3 things almost all people who live longer than most of us say they do on a daily basis that they attribute for their long lives. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos that we upload every single day. Stop eating when you're 80% full. This is an old practice of the Okinawans, an indigenous people of the Ryukyu Islands in Japan, who are most known for the longest life expectancy in the world. They call this hara hachibu in the local language, and many studies were conducted throughout the years proving the effectiveness of this habit. The people of this region never eat until they're full. They say you're actually full long before your brain realizes you're satisfied, which basically means you're overeating every time you eat till you're 100% full. It takes a while before our stomach communicates with our brain. That's the reason why we mostly realize we're too full long after we're done with our meals. As a result, it's easy to consume excess calories and gain weight, which can lead to a higher risk of dangerous disease. Experts advise to try consuming half of what you normally eat and go from there. In addition to this, it's also important not to get too hungry, which can lead you to gobble more portions than normal. This method works best if you incorporate a lot of fruits and veggies in your meals, just like the Okinawans, who insist on a diet with small portions of protein foods, small amounts of grains, and lots of vegetables. Measure your waist and not your weight. They say that the most practical way to monitor body fat is not to step on a scale, but rather to measure your waist. You might notice excess body fat around your thighs, belly, and elsewhere, but you might be surprised to hear that that is not what's translating into the scale, as the scale measures mostly water in your muscles, rather than fat. It's true that fat takes up more space than muscle water, but it's counterintuitive to only focus on the bathroom scale ritual, which only shows you half the picture, and this means that your weight is not equal to the fat accumulated in your body. Just measure your waistline by bringing a tape all the way around your body, level with your belly button. And for your optimum health, your waist should be 40 inches around if you're a man and 35 if you're a woman. By identifying how much fat is accumulated in your body, you can now take several measures to lose the fat, but most importantly, you're now conscious and able to identify and avoid the main cause of possible illnesses that might occur as a result of your weight, and that is to monitor your waistline regularly. LOL every chance you get. Now, you might have heard of this, but did you know that many studies conducted on people showed results that those who have a great sense of humor lived longer, and this is due to stress-free moments and laughter being directly linked to boosting energy, diminished pain, protection from damaging effects of stress. And people who've managed to make fun of themselves and not take life too seriously are generally happier. Not only that, but studies have shown that laughter is associated with healthy blood vessel function, and have even gone as far as saying that laughter has the power to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, heart attack, and stroke, and promotes mental health by decreasing stress hormones and releasing endorphins, the chemicals that make you feel good. In addition, laughter increases immune cells and infection-fighting antibiotics, improving your resistance to disease, proving that laughter is indeed the best medicine. Believe in something. There is undeniable relationship between faith and longevity. True joy and fulfillment in life cannot be obtained through material gains and even people. There is a ton of evidence out there from the medical field that many wealthy individuals with good relationships and healthy families are actually unfulfilled and even suffer mental illnesses and feel lonely even though there are family and friends surrounding them all the time. And most of them argue that they find no meaning in life. Studies have highlighted that religion or spirituality and a connection with a higher power has a positive impact on health and well-being. Many religions promote stress-reducing practices which promote mental health. In addition, spiritual beliefs have been documented to help in numerous ways, and several studies show that people with strong religious and spiritual beliefs heal faster from surgery, are less anxious and depressed, have lower blood pressure, and cope better with chronic illnesses such as cancer. So, believing in something isn't only going to be beneficial to your mental and physical health, but will add years to your life by giving you meaning and hope. Don't sweat even the big stuff. There's actually nothing new under the sun. Health problem, relationship problem, money problem, and many more are the cause of so much worry and anxiety for most of us. It's hard to simply forget about these issues and get on with our day. This will cause enormous amount of stress and may even lead to a disorder in your life. The impact of stress on our overall health is huge, so reducing worry is one way to lower our risk of many deadly diseases. A study from the University of California found that chronically stressed women had significantly lower levels of cortisol, a hormone that regulates the aging process, and cause chemical change that release free radicals responsible for damage to organs, obvious emotional change, and damaged genes which result in serious illnesses. Worrying too much and stressing yourself to the point where you get physically sick will not solve any of your problems. In fact, many of the things that worry us to death will eventually sort themselves out or become smaller issues if we keep perspective. Overthinking caused by fear is nothing but focusing on negative outcomes and become unable to visualize all the things that can go right. There are at least 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, each galaxy with billions and trillions of stars and planets. And from space, the sort of troubles and preoccupations that once seemed a matter of life and death evaporate in a wider context. The things that overwhelm us are virtually non-existent and insignificant in the grand scheme of things. So always keep a positive outlook, and you'll eventually learn that almost all problems have solutions if you look in the right places, without the fear of negative outcomes and anxiety clouding your judgment beginning to end. Find purpose. Many people are lost and suffer from a continuous and relentless feeling of something missing in their lives. This seemingly small issue can spiral into something huge and get to the point where you can experience depression and get into harmful habits to fill that void, obviously resulting in hurting yourself and causing damage to your health. A Harvard University study shows that if you have a higher sense of purpose in life or meaning, a sense of direction and goals, you are more likely to remain healthy and physically strong as you grow older. And another study in England a few years ago showed that there is a link between meaning in life and longer lifespan. This could be achieved at any age, and it's never too late to find a sense of purpose using your talents, skills, and abilities. And creating a life worth living could potentially increase the quality and length of your life. Spend time with children and pets. There's nothing more peaceful and pure than children. They're very simple and uncomplicated. And through this great quality, you'll find your inner child that has through time been corrupt because of the politics of life. A child looks for one simple natural characteristic, that's freedom. Their only request is to do whatever they want, whenever they want. This might not be as easy for adults to achieve, but being around a child could give you the necessary nudge and inspiration to do whatever you want in life and avoid second-guessing yourself every time an opportunity opens up. Simplicity is the key to the purity of a child's soul. If you're lucky and have your own child, you'll have definitely seen the amazing power of a child's smile. Children will positively impact your life, contributing to your health and longer life, in addition to filling your life with joy. Having a pet around could also have amazing benefits, as hospital patients, inmates, and several studies have shown pets to be great companions with a hidden power to help you through tough times. And research is proving that pet owners actually live longer, are active and happier with very low levels of anxiety and depression. Spend time in nature. We've only lived indoors for a tiny fraction of our existence, and should be no surprise that living close to nature has lots of benefits to your health. In a recent study, it was shown that people who live in greener areas with more vegetation around were more likely to live longer than their counterparts in big cities full of polluted air and big walls. Being in nature generally improves your vitality, inspires creativity, boosts happiness, and brings simplicity to your life. If you frequent nature settings every now and then, you're less likely to be depressed and more likely to be inspired and positive about life. Stay young at heart. Many people have accomplished amazing things that have changed the world for the better late in their lives. In fact, a lot of great scientific, political, and artistic works were done by individuals who perfected their work throughout their youth and, more importantly, stayed young at heart in order to finally accomplish their goal. Their strong work ethic, vibrant lifestyle contributed to their amazing energy and vigor, which is manifested through their great contribution to humanity. Research also shows that feeling young at heart keeps you alive longer, maintaining your mental and psychological health, which is vital to your physical well-being. And finally, don't forget to indulge on wine, dark chocolate, and coffee. Now, these three will definitely make you want to live longer, but it's more exciting to find out that they can actually help you live longer. Dark chocolate has anti-aging properties and anti-inflammatory effects, resulting in reduced risk of heart attack and a younger-looking skin. And a study on coffee drinkers for 10 years found that they had a lower risk of death than non-coffee drinkers. This definitely is great news for coffee fans. And drinking a moderate amount of wine, specifically red wine, will help you live longer. Some studies have even shown that people who were over 70 and overweight who consumed moderate amount of wine live longer than those who avoid alcohol. Well, if wine, coffee, and dark chocolate help you live longer, it's definitely a reason to start your journey into a long and happy life by applying all the above-mentioned ways. But this is not it. Before we end this video, we'll share with you 3 of the most popular reasons centenarians themselves say have helped them live longer. Don't forget to share your ideas in the comments section below, and also tell us if you agree with our list. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell button to be notified for our daily content. And thanks for watching.